Welcome to Agua Salud. Since you're here, let me show you how we measure the water flowing over this small dam. It's called a weir. And it helps us understand how our land use affects our water supply. To do it, these streams have been wired with sensors like these that have been taking continuous stream flow measurements for the past 10 years. One of the things that these measurements have shown us is that the forest acts like a sponge. During the rainy season, the forest soils absorb water, which they later release during the dry season. This helps reduce the effects of drought. Forest soils also absorb more water during rainstorms than cattle pastures, which means that they can actually help protect us from flooding. Imagine that. This is just one of the many things that we do here at Agua Salud, next to the Panama Canal, an amazing project led by the Smithsonian Tropical Research Institute. Scientists here are studying an enormous piece of land, roughly twice the size of Central Park in New York City. And it's very hot and humid. We're in the tropics after all. So, what else goes on around here? Nature is teaching us how to do something called smart reforestation. Smart reforestation is exactly what it sounds like. It's choosing the right species to plant in the right place at the right time and for the right reasons. For years, people invested a lot of time, money, and effort planting teak all over Panama. But teak grows badly on the nutrient-poor soils found across much of the territory. So many people lost their investments. Some even lost their lands. The folks at the Smithsonian have been doing restoration research for decades and decided to experiment on these failed teak plantations by planting high-value native timber species that grow well on poor soils. How did they do? You tell me. These teak trees are 12 years old. These native cocobolo trees over here are also 12 years old. And the best part is they are 5 to 10 times more valuable than teak. And hey, if we can keep trees on these lands instead of clearing it for cattle, we can protect and even restore the forest sponge. But let's get serious for a moment. Climate change is severely hurting our planet and us as well. And it turns out that planting trees in the tropics is one of the best ways to pull carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. Only 1 hectare of a young 20-year-old forest can hold up to 310 metric tons of carbon dioxide. That's the weight of 125 African elephants. Well, we don't have those around here. Researchers at Agua Salud made this calculation by measuring over 100 forest plots, almost every year for 10 years. That's over 1 million measurements. And let's not forget how important these new forests are to wildlife. And hey, Agua Salud is now planting high-value native timber species in these cattle pastures. They will grow up to become part of a young new forest that helps absorb tons of carbon dioxide and will make this land more valuable for farmers. If we want reforestation to work, farmers also need to prosper so that they can become allies in this effort. So here's the deal. The folks here at Agua Salud have been studying the forest from all of the different angles for over a decade. And after all this time and effort, nature has shown them that by simply planting more trees, we can fight climate change, preserve water supplies, and protect wildlife. Now, is this an amazing project or what?